I'd like to second what Uncle John said about Francie doing so much for this. What I'm about to get into, Francie has taken care of many of the details and should be doing this, but said she didn't want to because she didn't think she could do it without breaking up. I don't know why she thought I could do it, but so if there are some pauses, bear with us. Everyone's life has been touched by women who can be called heroines. Mother, wife, sister or daughter, teacher, mentor or role model, friend, colleague, employee, or neighbor. All represent someone valued for her contributions to family, community, profession, and society. The Plaza of Heroines is located in the heart of the Wichita State University campus. It's a place where these heroines that I just described are honored. It's a circular plaza. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's a circular plaza constructed with engraved bricks and granite pavers, which permanently record women honored as heroines. Proceeds from this project benefit the WSU Center for Women's Studies Scholarship Fund and many of the center's outreach activities. I am pleased to announce tonight that a granite paver in the name of Virginia Lee Carson Garver will be placed in the Plaza of Heroines by Jim and Melinda Garver, Susan and Harvey Peterson, Lucy and Chilson Cook, Frank and Jenny Garver, Francie and Bill Copeland, Dan and Sue Garver. Part of the, adding to an extra dimension to the engraved names in these pavers is the Plaza computer where written tributes and photographs are recorded for each heroine. And here I'm going to read the tribute that we are presenting for Mom.
All right.
Virginia Lee Carson Garver. The Plaza of Heroines honors women who are admired and emulated for their achievements and qualities. Virginia Garver is such a person. Everyone who meets her is impressed, and those who know her wish they had her character. She has influenced and inspired countless children and adults and has been a moving force in her community, schools, business, and church. Virginia is a native Wichitan and lives here now, but her greatest impact has been in Greenwood and Elk counties and in Severy, Kansas, where she lived for nearly 60 years. She and her husband raised 6 children and were mainstays of the community during their time in Severy. She was born December 10, 1919 to Frank Lee and Carrie Mae Carson, the second of 6 children. Her parents came from Ashland, Kansas, where her grandparents were pioneers of the settling of our state. Frank Carson was a prominent Wichita banker. His brother, Dr. Paul Carson, inspired Virginia to be a children's nurse. She graduated from Wichita North High School and attended Sweetbriar Women's College in the state of Virginia, and she also attended the University of Kansas. In 1939, she transferred to Children's Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts, and graduated as a registered nurse in 1942. Virginia married fellow Wichitan James L. Garver on October 29, 1942 in Richmond, Virginia, where Jim was stationed in the U.S. Army, and they lived there until the end of World War II. In 1947, Virginia's father and Jim purchased the Severy State Bank, and the Garvers, who now had 2 children, moved to Severy. Jim ran the bank for 42 years and served his community in almost every way imaginable, including mayor, fire chief, and ambulance driver. They eventually had 4 more children, so Virginia had her hands full just being a supporting wife and a nurturing mother whose children all thought that they were the favorite one. Katie, you weren't the only one. We all were the favorite. But Virginia Garver was a nurse in a town with no doctor or other medical services. She was the one people called when someone was sick or injured or needed to be given a shot or other medical treatment. Someone once called her the Florence Nightingale of Greenwood County. She was also a leader in all the clubs, civic groups, and church activities. She was a director of the bank, served a term on the school board, worked on the steering committee for a new county hospital, and helped her husband push for municipal water and sewer systems and a unified school district. She was president of the Severy Methodist Church Women's Society for 8 years and raised enough money to completely remodel the church. She did these things to help other people and to make their world a better place to live. By 1975, Virginia had only her youngest son still at home. The other 5 children had graduated from high school, gone to Kansas State University, married, and were starting families of their own. Instead of slowing down, Virginia renewed her nursing license and went to work as a registered nurse at the Greenwood County Hospital in Eureka. She was 55 years old and had 6 grandchildren when she started. She had been nursing ever since she left Boston, more than 30 years. Now she had an official position. She didn't have to work, but Virginia had always led an active life, and this was something she wanted to do. She also began water skiing about this time. At the hospital, she worked the 3 to 11 p.m. shift, weekends and holidays, because she wanted the younger nurses to be able to spend more time with their families. She kept on for 17 years, finally retiring in 1992 at the age of 72. As always, she combined compassion and firmness to touch the lives of all around her, patients, co-workers, and the community in general. In 2009, as she celebrates her 90th birthday, Virginia is still helping other people and setting the standard for her family, which now includes more than 30 grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She hadn't slowed down much. She volunteers for the Red Cross in the First Presbyterian Church, goes to an exercise class twice a week, and keeps tabs on her family and a growing number of old and new friends. Whenever there is an event in their lives, it's almost certain they will hear from Virginia, usually in person, with congratulations, encouragement, or condolences. And many times a cake or a loaf of banana bread. One of her newer friends recently summed up what people have known about her for generations. She never complains, she is always cheerful, and she genuinely cares about other people. Virginia Garver is a wonderful example and a model of the person we should all strive to be. She is truly a heroine for the ages. Not sure, has it been installed yet? It's still on the way.
We're not sure.
So, who wants to follow that?
Kurt,
I
I
you
do.
want to say something though? Birthdays and Christmases, I love getting checks from you. It's a really special thing. So I'm my banker. Spending it on something there.
For the reason that we're here, please join us by singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear grandmother. Happy birthday to you.
Now, Mother, would you like to say something?